Hello, my name is Eleanor Reason, and this is
Carmen Hust.
Carmen Hust, and as you know, we both teach the Intro to Psych course, and we're here today to talk to you a little bit about your first assignment that you're going to be doing in this course, and it's an assignment about sleep. We chose this topic because we thought it was probably one of the most important things for you to really learn about and understand with respect to your own personal experience. Sleep has such a huge impact on your mental health and your sense of well-being. It's important for you. It'll be important for your families. It'll be important for the people you work with. So this is just an area that warrants a little bit of extra attention. And the way we wanted to do it was we wanted you to do basically a mini research project where you get to do some reading about sleep, and then you get to study your own sleep and draw some conclusions and that kind of thing. So I'm going to hand it over to Carmen, who's going to tell you a little bit about what we're expecting in this assignment.
Great. So as Eleanor said, it is a little bit of a mini research. So in order to do that, it's important that you have some background first. So what we'd like you to do is to start by reading Chapter 4 in your textbook, and particularly Module 4B, Sleep, That Mysterious One-Third of Our Lives, and 4C, which talks about variations in sleep and sleep disorders. So we'd like you to understand that content. And then we'd like you to complete 2 sleep questionnaires about yourself, about your own sleep habits, your own sleep hygiene. We often use that term. We also want you to keep a diary for a week. So every day we want you to record how your sleep was that night, what you recall about your sleep, what happened before you went to sleep, what happened when you first woke up, all of those details, because that's collecting that data so that you can make a really educated, evidence-based kind of conclusion about your sleep. And that's the first part of the assignment. We want you to conclude, what did you realize about your sleep patterns, about your sleep hygiene? So that's the first thing you're going to answer. The second thing we want you to do is to find 3 factors from your textbook, so from your readings, or it could be external, but you have to reference that. We want you to find 3 factors that contributed to your sleep hygiene. So maybe you slept, the house was very noisy, maybe there were other issues that were going on, or maybe you were fortunate enough to be in a 5-star hotel and have a great night's sleep. I don't know what the story was, but whatever it was, what are those factors that contributed to your sleep? And then we want you to conclude your project with, how will you be able to improve your sleep? Because we realize that many of us have sleep concerns, and what are those strategies, what are those things that we can do? All of this should be focused, or should be stemming from your textbook and from the research that or the things that you've read to support your research study.
Okay.
We also want you, one other thing, we do want you to come to class prepared to talk about that. So when we so this you'll be doing before the content, actually, the sleep content, when we do that in class, but we want you to come prepared that day to be able to talk about your research project.
Right. And so everything we've talked about here is available to you to read in Blackboard under assignments. So please take a look at that. We've just basically tried to describe it to you. The other thing is, when it comes time to hand in this report, because it's a written report you have to hand in, we need you to do that through Blackboard, through Turnitin. If you have any questions about that, you can ask in class. And the last thing I want to say is that you'll find in Blackboard we have posted a rubric that helps you to understand how we're going to mark your assignments. We would love you all to get full marks, but you really have to pay attention to the rubric, because we're going to be using that to help us to decide what your mark is. So good luck, and I hope you guys learn a lot in this process. Did you want to add one more thing?
I just wanted to add that, just to make sure that you understand that the written part of this project is a 1 to 2 page double-spaced typed report. That's really important to know too. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Let's hope that worked. I don't know why that popped up. That could have caught me off guard.